All right, today we are getting into TXMD or Therapeutics MD. It's about 3 times the average volume going into 15 minutes into the opening bell. Our 50 EMA volume target is currently at 540. It looks like top of the resistance is right around 670. And yep, we're going to try to play this one today. A lot of shipping has been going off recently, and that's just more of a sector move. Nothing on news or real value there, so we're going to focus on TXMD for today. We are also looking at top ships or TOPS. This thing looks like 3 times the average volume, but top of the volume chart we were able to get in at 130, and we're trying to sell above 140. TXMD has also sort of been flatlining. Went over the 670 break, came right back down though, and is kind of finding a footing at 655. Our target's under 640. And it looks like the 100 is right around $6. All right, we were able to make our first purchase at 638. Under the 50 EMA. A second buy-in target is right around the $6 range. But we are at 638 average so far, and we'll see if we can't go back up from here. All right, looks like we popped over our 638 average. It's right around 645, 646 right now. We did lock in a stop loss at 640. So we'll see if it takes us out, or we can retest the 650 area. All right, so it took our 640 stop loss out, and we bought right back in at 131. Or 631, I'm sorry. And yeah, liking this average so far. We'll see if we can't pop over 640 this time. But this is still top of the volume chart. All right, well, it popped over to around 635, and we had a stop loss a little over our average of 631. And we got taken out right there. Not sure if this wants to fight back or not, but I'm thinking the sub 6s are coming. Right now, the lowest it ever dropped was 625. See if we can't get under 625. And the top is actually, the resistance, is actually not too far off. It's 635. Sorry, I meant 625 for the other one. Okay, we are right back in at 626. After it tested 640, the EMA is going down, and it's about 637 right now. And we'll see if we can't test 640 again. Otherwise, this might be a failed breakout here. All right, it popped over our 626 average. We got a stop loss at 630. This thing's not making too much moves anymore, but most likely get stopped out here. Sold a little at the 635 range, but this thing doesn't seem to want to rally back up. It might take a dip under this 100 EMA for it to do so. But this is a double bottom here. We'll see if it bounces back off the 626 range. Otherwise, we are going to test a new EMA. Well, it looks like Therapeutic MD has triple bottomed at the 625 area and is now, it pushed past 640, the previous resistance, and is now set on a run. Unfortunately, we were stopped out out of our 626 average, right around 630 on that last and final dip. And instead of buying in, I wanted a little bit lower than 626, and that never happened. We'll see where this goes. We'll keep an eye on it, but it might retrace if we can get it under 635 again. Might be worth another buy-in. All right, so we were able to buy some at 627 right here on the 100 EMA drop. It dropped a little further than that, but I didn't really want to double down at this point. It was only 6.16 or 616, I mean, and climbed right back up top, pushing about 634, and we have a stop loss at 630, right at the 50 EMA spot. And if it doesn't go back now, at least retrace. I mean, it shouldn't force another trade on this one. This might be the last scalp I get on TXMD. All in all, good scalp positions, and we were able to make a profit on this about 3 or 4 times. And as long as it doesn't stop us out, and we were stopped out right there. Well, good trade nonetheless, and we'll let this one fall because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of bull strength left in this one anymore. As far as the other stocks like TOPS and GLBS, as well as Diana Container Ships, those are just risky volume plays at this point. Not really worth the risk. I did have a decent average on TOPS at 133. That was earlier in the morning, and we did get stopped out of that position, and we were trying to scalp it a few times and just kept getting stopped out. It's not doesn't seem to want to squeeze as much as Diana did. Diana Container Ships, there's a much bigger float on this one, and as you can see right now, it's starting to drop, and I might have an alert for under 130 at this point, right at the 250 EMA. But if it doesn't hit that, then we're going to have to focus on another trade tomorrow. And, yeah, we will see you tomorrow.